Hello, Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. So, one thing that I want to express and expound upon is this. The truth is the truth, and I know that the truth hurts. Truth hurts. Now, I made a video the other day in regards to a former godmother of mine from Arkansas. And now today I'm seeing vehicles in this area, Arkansas plates all around me. Arkansas plates plate here, Arkansas plate here, Arkansas plate here. And I guess that's supposed to make me think about her and or what I said, the truth that I shared. And it's supposed to make me feel some type of way, right? It's supposed to make me, scared or concerned, but that's not the case. That's not the case. I'm not scared, I'm not concerned, I'm not worried about anything that I said. God had me to do that video for a reason. To call out, speak up, tell the truth. Things that that individual did not do with me as well as with other people. You see, here's the deal. When people think that they are cloaked, covered, and protected because they have chosen to be secretive and covert in their actions and behaviors out here in the world, they don't think that other people can see them and or know what they're doing, right? So they feel like they are protected and covered. But God knows everything. And God will use certain individuals to speak the truth about these people to let them know that even though they may not have said anything to us directly, God knows. And we were able to assess and see certain things throughout the course of our interaction with these individuals to be able to ascertain and understand, okay, I see how this and this lines up. I see how this person can go from this to this to this. It's one of those things, it all ties together. And there are people out there, God's chosen individuals, that can tie stuff together, and then God gives us the confirmation on what we're hearing, what we're seeing, what we've experienced, and not over a short period of time. Sometimes that is the case. But other times, it's over a long period of time that we've noticed certain things, certain qualities, certain traits, certain things that were said and done by said individual. And we didn't want to believe it. We didn't want to believe the truth, because to believe that truth would mean that we were deceived and tricked and fooled by them. Whether that's a friend, a partner, a family member, a parent, a godparent. And I've said this before, and you've heard this before. It's the ones that are closest to you. It's the ones that are closest to you that you would never expect, you would never believe they would do certain things that they've done. They behaved in certain ways. But then God gives you this clarity. He gives you a clarity. He opens your eyes. And yeah, it hurts. Yes, it pisses you off. But you have a choice. You see, these individuals, they had opportunities to tell you the truth, and some of them did share some truth. They just didn't share all of it. They give you little snippets of the truth. Because to give you all of the truth would mean they would have to share everything that they've done. And they're embarrassed and they're ashamed to do that. Because you're going to look at them in a bad light. You're not going to trust them. And you're not going to like them. And they don't want that. Because they have access to you. When I told my godparent that I was leaving Houston, she was very shocked and very surprised. But the reason why is because she was not going to have access to me being in that city where she was. She was not going to be able to abuse me readily if I was not in that city. And then for her not to know where I was going, for her not to know where I was going to be at, that was another issue and a problem for her. Because that's what people do, y'all. They want access to you so that they can use you, abuse you, take advantage of you, but not give you the truth. They want to be covert. They want to lie. They want to deceive. Because that's what a lot of these people are good at, y'all. They're good at lying. They're good at deceiving. They're good at manipulating. And the older that they are, usually the worse that they are. And or in their eyes, in their mind, the better that they are at lying and deceiving. So when they're found out, they get angry. They get pissed off because they can no longer lie and deceive and manipulate. So then they'll start reaching out to the minions to attack, to bully, to bother, irritate. But none of that works. None of it works. Do you know why it does not work? Because we've already been hit to what they're doing. We're well aware of what these people are capable of, as well as what they have done. And we're pissed off. But I believe what also pisses us off is that they're continuing to do this crap. They haven't learned. So basically, even after me saying and telling the truth, speaking the truth on these individuals, they have still decided to continue to move in the wrong direction, in the wrong way, coming towards us. So basically, if we got our information from not only our assessment and our awareness over the years, but then also we got clarity and understanding from God about the situation, to where they have to believe that God is on our side. Or else how would we know the clarity that we have in regard to them? So it's kind of like, why wouldn't they stop? A lot of these individuals, they can't stop. They can't stop. They can't. I'm gonna leave it at that. Gotta go.